So now we will talk about platform as a service, which is famously known as PaaS. That means platform as a service. So platform as a service provides runtime environment. It allows programmers to easily create, test, run and deploy web application. So from this point, what you understood, platform as a service is going to have programmers, okay? They are going to have developers. So what it will allow developers to do, it will allow programmers or developers to create the application, or they can test their applications, or they can run their application on platform as a service environment, and they can deploy their applications in platform as a service environment. You can purchase these applications from cloud services provider on pay as per use basis and access them using internet connection. So you are going to purchase this platform as a service from the cloud service provider, okay? So you need to pay for what you want, or for what you want to use it. So based on that model you have to pay, and you can use this platform as a service by using the internet, okay? So you can purchase this platform as a services from cloud provider. In platform as a service, backend scalability is managed by the cloud service provider. So end users do not need to worry about managing the infrastructure. So end users or customers are not going to worry about how you can manage the infrastructure, because it is backend scalability that is managed by the cloud service provider itself, okay? Platform as a service includes infrastructures that can be your server, storage and networking, and platforms such as middlewares, development tools, database management systems, business intelligence and etc. to support the web application lifestyle. So since platform as a service is going to have developer need to have the web applications with them, because they are going to implement the web application, they are going to create the web application or test the applications. So because of that, they need to have they need to support the web application lifecycle, right? Platform as a service need to support the web application lifecycle. So to support this web application, you need to have servers, you need to have storage, you need to have middlewares, development, environment, database system, all the networking systems, right? So for example, Google App Engine, Force.com, Joinet, Azure. So these all are the companies who are providing platform as a services to end users or to the customers. Who are they? They are Google App Engines, Force.com, Joinet and Azure. Okay. Platform as a service providers provide the programming languages, applications framework, databases and other tools. So platform as a service is going to provide the programming languages. The first one is programming language. They are going to provide application frameworks. They are going to provide databases, and they are going to provide other tools to the users. So now we will talk about what these programming languages do. What does this application networks do? Okay. So the first one is programming languages. Platform as a service providers provide various programming languages for the developer to develop the applications. Some popular programming languages provided by the platform as a service providers are Java, PHP, Ruby, Perl and Go. So why platform as a service need to provide the programming languages? Because since it is used by the developers need to have n number of programming languages to develop some applications, right? So basically the programming languages are provided by the platform as a service for the developers to develop new applications using these programming languages. So there are some programming languages which are given by the platform as a service, that can be your core Java or Java, PHP, Ruby, Perl and Go. Okay. Next comes is application framework. Platform as a service provider provide application frameworks to easily understand the application development. Some popular application frameworks provided by the platform as a service providers are Node.js, Drupal, Joomla, WordPress, Spring, Play, Rack and Send. So when you are going to develop an application using programming languages or using different programming languages, you need to understand the application development first, right? So before you test the application, deploy the application, you need to understand the application framework or application development. Because of that, the platform as a service is also going to provide application frameworks along with the programming languages. So there are few application frameworks that are being provided by the platform as a service, that are, it can be on Node.js, it can be Drupal, it can be Joomla or WordPress, Spring, Play, Rack and Zen. These are the application frameworks that are being provided by the platform as a service. So the next one is database. Platform as a service providers provide various databases such as Clear Database, PostgreSQL, Mongo Database, Redis to communicate with the application. So you have had programming languages, you have had application frameworks. Next comes is database. For applications, you need to have database, because if you only have programming languages, then you can only develop the application, but you can't store the data that is being generated from those applications, right? For that, you need to have the database. So some of the databases that are being provided by the platform as a service is Clear Database, PostgreSQL, Mongo Database and Redis. Okay. So next, the last one is other tools. Other tools, why you need to have other tools? Because you need to develop the application, you need to test the application, you need to deploy the applications. So because of that, the platform as a service providers provide various other tools, okay, that are required to develop the application or test the application or deploy the applications. This is all about your platform as a service providers, different services. The first one is programming languages, the second one is application framework, the third one is database, and the last one is other tools. Okay, so now we will talk about the advantages of platform as a service. There are these following advantages, that is your simplified development, lower risk, pre-built business functionality, instant community and scalability. So now we will look at simplified development. Platform as a service allows developers to focus on development and innovation without worrying about infrastructure management. So there is no need to worry about their infrastructure management. You will only have to focus on your development or your innovation things. Low risk, no need for upfront investment in hardware and software. Developers only need a PC and internet connection to start building their application. There is not much risk, because since it is going to be used by the developers only need to have their laptops, computers, desktops. Along with this, they need to have the good proper internet connection. Okay. Pre-built business functionality. Some platform as a service vendors also provide already defined business functionality so that the users can avoid building everything from very scratch and hence can directly start the projects only. So it is not compulsory for a developer to scratch their application from the scratch. If there are some existing applications inside the platform as a service, then you can use that existing applications and you can develop your new application, okay, in pre-built business functionality. Next one is instant community. Platform as a service vendors frequently provide online communicates where the developers can get the ideas to share experience and seek advices from others. So they can exchange their ideas or they can seek advices from others in the platform as a service as well. Who are going to seek? Vendors or developers. Okay. Scalability. Applications deployed can scale from 1 to thousands of users without any changes to the application. So the platform as a service provide high scalability to the users. Okay. So now we will talk about the disadvantages of platform as a service cloud computing layer. The first one is vendor lock-in, data privacy, integration with the rest of the system applications. So vendor lock-in means one has to write the applications according to the platform provided by the platform as a service vendor. So the migration of an other application to another PaaS vendors would be a problem. So if somebody writes the application, if he left the organization, then this application will be given to some other vendor. So for him it will be difficult to understand the application, and whenever he the platform as a service moves this application to another SaaS vendor, then that would be a problem. Okay, data privacy, corporate data, whether it can be critical or not, will be private. So if it is not located within the walls of the company, there can be risk in terms of privacy data. So if this data is not located within the company, then there is a problem of data leakage. Integration with the rest of the system application. So some applications are there in the cloud, so there will be chances of increasing of the complexity where you want to use data which is in the cloud with the local data. So this is the problem of integration with the rest of the system applications. So now look at this diagram. These are the companies that are going to provide you the platform as a service providers. The first one is Google App Engine. The second one is Salesforce.com. The third one is Windows Azure. The fourth one is AppFog. The fifth one is OpenShift. And the sixth one is Cloud Foundry from VMware. These all are the topmost companies that are providing platform as a services. Okay, so this completes your platform as a service chapter. So in our next class we will talk about the software as a service. Okay, thank you.